Hey guys, what's going on? This is Mike Kollin at crackthefemalecode.com. Alright, so just got off the phone with a client of mine who had a quick question. There's a concept that men have a very hard time understanding until you begin to use the patterns and the techniques that I teach in the course. Now that's where he's at right now. He's literally at a coffee shop going, hey, I got a question about this because it doesn't make sense to me. I go, Ron, you're going to have, his name's Ron, by the way, you're going to have to use the techniques to watch what happens. Once you see it, once you physically do it and have a physical experience of it, your brain will click words, because it is the complete opposite of what you would ever think in a million years. And I'm going to tell you what it is right now. Alright, I have to give you a little bit of basis of what the processor is doing so you can understand why it's doing this. I will give you the actual technique. It's not even a technique, it's a series. Well, I'm not going to give it away right now. I will put it in this video, I promise. Alright, so one of the reasons why I want to give this away to you and some of the other things is so when you come in to take the course, it doesn't overwhelm your brain, because that literally happens to a lot of guys, and I'd say 50% at some point about halfway through the course will literally have a breakdown and literally cry, okay? Because this is the opposite of the way the male brain works, and here's why. So when you come in, I want you coming in kind of like, hitting the floor running, like your brain's pretty much prepared to take the course, so you don't basically break down. So here's what's going on. One thing you have to understand is the right brain. This is the female brain. This is the brain she is born using naturally. Yes, women do use the left brain for math, business, science, driving a car, because that's about rules. The road is about rules, structure, and organization, and so is the left brain, okay? But the right brain is her home. This is the emotional processor. Just even if you only understand this logically for right now, because when I take you through the course, I'll open you up to the right brain, and all of a sudden, boom, you have a massive aha moment, like, oh, is this what women are experiencing? Yes, this is what I've been trying to tell you through all those videos. Alright, here's what it is. You have to understand the right brain is the emotional processor. It literally processes words through see, hear, feel, smell, and taste. Because the right brain is the five senses brain. It is literally connected to your five senses. It's the right brain goes down inside your body, connects to your muscles, your five senses, tongue, your nose, your ears, your eyes, your everything, okay? Well, why is this important? Why do you need to know this? Because when you communicate to women, the way you use your body language, it gets filtered through the right brain. And now she is literally having an emotional experience of what you're saying. Most women can't understand men because you don't speak the right brain language. They're literally looking at you with this blank on their face going, well, why won't he tell me how he's feeling? And you're thinking, I just did. I had a great day. No. The right brain literally processes through the five senses. So, this is what I'm trying to say. In order for a woman to understand you, she literally has to have an emotional experience of what you're saying. Now that's a separate part of the course, but I'm going to give you something right now so you can create really good feelings. Alright, so Ron calls me up, and Ron's been doing the absolute wrong thing, and I've been screaming at him, but the male brain's like, oh, and he kept reverting back to the wrong thing, and here's what the wrong thing is. He uses a lot of words like, well, maybe, I don't know, what do you think? Now this is all left brain talking. The left brain is the negation brain. The left brain is the brain that negates everything and focuses on one thing at a time. The right brain does the complete opposite. It's the positive brain. It adds the pieces together. Whereas the left brain divides the pieces and focuses on one thing at a time. So once again, the male brain literally turns women off. Okay, now let's move to the next section. So here's the purpose of the video. Think of the woman's body just like a horse's. Now here's what I mean. You have to understand, okay, let's take a submarine. Most people don't know it, but the entire skin or outside of the submarine has these sensors, let's say, like the skin of the submarine can sense the ping. So when it goes ping, and the radar system sends a ping out, it'll hit like a rock or maybe a small hill under the water or another submarine or a ship or whatever. And what happens, it goes ping, and it goes 1001, 1002, 1003. It stops, And then what happens is it bounces back. And when it bounces back, it tells the radar where the location is. Well, it's over to the left, so many half a mile to a mile away or 300 yards away. Now, the way it does this is the entire outside skin of the submarine is connected to the radar system. So here's the deal. Women feel the tone, the volume, the vibrations of your words. So you could be speaking really soft. Well, she's going to feel the softness. Or you could be speaking very harsh and she's going to feel the harshness. Okay? So here's the deal. Ron comes along and uses the absolute complete wrong words. And here's what I mean. So the number one thing that a woman is looking for in a man is to feel emotionally grounded, to feel calm, to feel good inside her body. And it is so freaking easy, it's not even funny. And yet what do dudes do? They go into their logical brain and say, well, no, not, can't, won't, shan't. And Ron uses those words a lot. Again, listen to this closely. What are words to women? Words are literally emotions and feelings. She's literally feeling what you're saying, including your facial expression, tone, tempo, rhythm, speed, the vibration of it, God, there's another word I'm looking for, but you get my point. And this also includes your body language. Are you moving fast? Are you moving fast? Are you moving slow? Are you moving herky-jerky? Are you moving mechanically? See, when you're in your left brain, you move mechanically. You're like a machine. But when you're in your right brain, your movement becomes more smooth, rounded, and soft and natural. And then she can feel smooth, soft, warm, and natural. But if you're in your mechanical brain, even the way you hold your face, it's taut, it's tight. When you're left brain, your tone, your volume becomes like this, and she's feeling that. So one thing I noticed with Ron when we were talking, he kept saying, well, I don't know, what do you think? I don't know. Now that's the left brain at work. Here's what I mean. You can go to NASA right now, okay? And you can be surrounded by 50, 100 scientists that all graduated from MIT, Harvard, or the greatest, space rocket freaking schools in the world. And these guys can have 10, 15 years experience each with hundreds or thousands of years experience in between them. And this is what they do. What do you think? I don't know. What do you think? Do you think this rubber shield is going to hold? Well, I don't know. The manufacturer says it can, but what about under the temperature? Will it hold under the temperature? Because it's going to get really hot. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. I think it should work. Well, according to the statistics, it should work. So here's the problem. Women are feeling it. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe, kind of, sort of. And that's what Ron kept using. He kept using words like maybe, kind of, sort of. I don't know. What do you think? This is what I call the big question mark. And they can literally see it in your forehead because your eyebrows and your brow and your forehead begins to squint, like crunching, and your pupils get really small and they come together. And that's what I call the question mark. And the question mark is not good. It turns a woman off. Here's why. It causes doubt in her system. Her emotional system processes all this, your facial expression, the look in your eyes, your eyebrows are furrowed together, and then you got the question, I don't know, what do you think? Maybe. Well, sometimes I think so, kind of, sort of. She's feeling all of this, and it's making her feel doubt throughout her whole body, and she connects that to you just like a horse will, and it will run away. I've literally had clients say, I was in a conversation with this woman for about 3 minutes and literally all of a sudden she just physically turned and ran away. I'm like, yeah, that's because you're creating doubt, uncertainty, anxiety, etc. Now here's what you do. I'm going to give you technically the technique right now. All right, here's what it is. The number one thing a woman is looking for in a man is to be emotionally grounded. So what we would technically have to do with you is get you in here so I can teach you how to do it and use my energy to connect with yours so you can learn how to ground your energy emotionally. The better you get at that, the more... See, women, if you're emotionally grounded, she'll connect that with you. And then she'll feel that, and now she's like... like a sigh of relief. She feels content. She feels whole. She feels complete. That's what a woman wants to feel when she's around a man. Okay, but what do a lot of guys? They get caffeine and they talk real fast and herky jerky, back and forth, left. They change conversations real fast. All of this shit makes a woman feel scattered, confused, and doubt. You make a woman feel those feelings, she's gonna run. Now here's what you're gonna do. Get a pen, get a paper, write this down. I'm going to count to 3 or you can stop it. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. what you want to do is use these words instead of maybe, kind of, sort of. And another word is you don't want to use words like no, not, can't. Those are all negations, or the word but. The word but minuses anything that was said before. So if you said I love you, but I want you to do the dishes, you literally just said I don't love you, do the dishes. So number one, it's anytime you use the word but, replace it with the word and, because that's an addition word. It makes her right brain and body feel good. Say, I love you and I want you to do the dishes. That'll make someone feel a lot better. Nobody likes to be negated or taken away from. When you use negation words, you're literally taking away from them. And that makes people feel like shit, and it pisses people the fuck off. Instead, number one, just say and. Say, you know, I like chocolate and strawberry's not my favorite. But negators will go, I like strawberry chocolate, but I don't like strawberry. Stop using the negation. You can use the word and then make the sentence fit. It'll seem awkward at first, but it works really powerful. Watch how women will suddenly relax around you. Watch their shoulders drop. Watch their pupils dilate open, okay? Just use, now I'll go much more in depth in the course. I'm not going to, so use the word and in replacement of the word but. It will fit perfectly every time. So we want to use words that make a woman feel added to, like and both, plus, and more. So write those words down, and, both, plus, and more. And then write the word yes. Write the word of course. So instead of saying maybe, I don't know, kind of, sort of, say, okay, write these words right down. Sure. Absolutely. Of course. Yes. I will. I can. I am. This is. We are. These are words of basically affirmation, I guess. You know, it makes women feel solid. It makes them feel whole. A woman needs to feel whole around. She needs to feel solid. She needs to feel a sense of contentment. Okay, think of it like this. Instead of a balloon, helium balloon, like getting whipped around in the air and just ping pong, ping pong, ping pong. They don't like ping pong. Do not speak in ping pong. I've actually had clients that ping pong their eyes back and forth. Do not ping pong your eyes back and forth. Don't look left, right, up, down, left, right, in and out. Just have a calm, relaxed gaze like I have in the image right here. Here's another word I would begin to pepper into your conversation. The word is certainly. Remember, women like to feel certain. They like to. Now, here's another one. They like the word clarity. Here's why. Remember, women are feeling and physically taking on the emotion of the words that you use. So women do not like to be confused or lost. They like the word clarity. They like the word certainty, or certainly. All right, I'm going to do it right now. I'm just going to make up a sentence. I have no idea what I'm going to say. I'm just going to go. Ready? Go. You know, I can absolutely connect with what you're saying. It's a, you know, like the feelings inside. It's like, certainly, of course I can do this for you because it's easy. It's natural. It's something that I can just do. Like you and I together, we can do this. You and I together, we can. Write those words down. Okay, guys? Sure, absolutely. I'll do that, Mike. I'll write these words down. Of course. And the phrase of course. So all those words that I just put in there, right? Here's how simple it is. Again, this is not a training. Okay, I was about to use the word but. So again, this is not a training, and you can use the words that I just gave you. All you do is just throw them into your sentences, and women begin to feel comfortable with you. There's another word. Throw the word comfortable in. This will give you a massive edge, because all the other guys are saying, well, no, not, but, can't, won't, shan't. They don't even know they're doing it. I was about to do it again, but they were doing it all the time. So I'm gonna correct that. They don't even know they're doing that, and they can change this right now. And you get the advantage, and you've got the edge over these guys, because the fact of the matter is, you really do. Write the word because. That's another addition word. This means that because that. The word because is a very, very powerful word. If you want to learn why, by Dr. Cialdini's book, the book Influence. Dr. Robert Cialdini, Cialdini. It's an Italian name. By the way, Dr. Robert Cialdini was a professor at Arizona State, ASU Sun Devils, which is where I went. And I also went to college there and studied under Dr. Robert Cialdini. Tony Robbins back in the 90s, every business organization just praised his book. Here's the deal, guys. I've studied under the great of the greats. Dr. Robert Cialdini, Tony Robbins, Dr. Bandler, Dr. Grinder, Dr. Tad James, John Overdrift, Julie Silverthorne, Donna Morabito, some of the greatest trainers in NLP, hypnosis, influence, communication ever. After going to college, all I did was spend all my money going to seminar after seminar after seminar, literally traveled around the entire United States, West Coast, East Coast, North, South, everywhere. Hey, this is Mike Kollin at Crack the Female Code at crackthefemalecode.com. Buy my book right now, Crack the Female Code. It is a requirement if you truly want to understand women, and you must read the book before you take the course so you don't have a nervous breakdown. What I'm going to teach you is in the opposite direction of what you would ever think in a million years. See you guys soon. Remember, click subscribe, click the like button, make a comment, and buy my book, Crack the Female Code now, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, announcement, we have a seminar coming up in August, so it'll be about the second or third week of August if you want to save a ton of money. The course is $5,000, but when you do it in a group, it is a much better discount. Get a hold of me, I'll let you know the prices, the dates, locations, everywhere. See you guys soon. Bye.